Welcome back to Diecast Resurrection. Today we're working on this bad boy. Bleep, 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 bleep. First of all, sorry I missed you guys on Friday. I was working on a project that did not pan out. I actually didn't have enough footage to even make a video out of it, so I scrapped the whole thing. I know you guys like seeing deleted scenes and stuff, but this is our little international Durastar, kind of our company truck. This thing's been delivering trucks to the show for quite a while. I kind of wanted to do a Diecast Resurrection paint job on it, but I've been really struggling with what to do with this thing. I did a little bit of a pre-disassembly on this. As you can tell, the glass is out already. I got the little interior right here. I went ahead and took it apart just so I could see what I was getting into. So let me show you some stuff here. I was kind of thinking maybe Andy needs to spend a little bit of time with this because he'll be able to copy this design. Basic slot. So it's kind of got like a tongue and groove system, and this is the little pivot point. So that fits on there nicely, and when you get to the end, normally this is all screwed together so it hits this little stopper and it allows it to tilt. So I think Andy would be able to 3D print a deck with a tilting bed that we could use on other cars, I think. So maybe I'll give him this just so he can get some measurements and stuff. And hopefully he could shrink it down so that he could put it on the back of like a 1-ton chassis, you know what I mean? So anyways, this is our truck. This is what we're dealing with. Let me pull this out. Alright, I have a screw in here. I forgot all about it. Our base comes apart clean in one piece. And then we're left with this. And then we're left with this. So it's going to be a little bit tricky to do some painting here. Unless we're doing a two-tone, which is kind of what I had in mind anyways. A lot of times these trucks, these international trucks, these fenders are a different color along with the top. And then you just separate it by this natural body line that we got running through the doors and down the nose. So we might do that very same thing. I kind of want to get the Diecast Resurrection logo on here somewhere, maybe. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do yet for styling, but I wanted to get a little bit crazy with the paint if I could, but still try to keep this thing like, you know, like a work truck. These rims, we're not going to be able to do a whole lot with these things. I mean, they're crazy big. I think what I'm going to do is try to chrome them up a little bit. I'll add a little bit of Quicksilver, and that'll get them kind of chromey looking, and maybe for now, this is what we'll roll. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I really have no plan here, so we're just gonna have some fun and we're gonna wing it. Okay. So I guess the first step is we're gonna strip the paint off of this here cab because that's the only thing that's metal. This is plastic, so this will just be getting painted over with. I would like to take a photograph of these headlights. Let me do that right now, actually. Try to get a nice high resolution. Steel stork, more like steel dork. I'm going to try to use these again. Last time I used these, they fired the car across the room, but that's kind of entertaining sometimes, isn't it? So maybe we'll risk it. The recent logo I did on the merch is kind of like charcoal related. So maybe if these fenders were charcoal, and then we had a layer of white on the door, and then the top was all charcoal, that could work. We don't do charcoal very often on this channel, that's for sure. I don't know if we've ever done it. Ew, what a mess. An absolute mess. Dealing with this stuff's so nasty, but it works so good. Even when you have nothing but paint chips clogging up your jar, it still works fabulous. I'll go finish this up with a little hot water and a brass brush, and I'll be right back. Well, that's looking pretty good. I'm kind of liking the two-tone vibe. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go paint our cab and our chassis. These two. Oh, let me take this grill out here. Come on, baby, don't be like that. Boop. So our next step, I think I'm going to go paint both of these white. Doesn't really matter. This is going to go charcoal, but for sure, I'm going to go paint this cab white. And I might throw a little bit of clear coat down just to protect it because we're going to be doing a lot of taping. Hey guys, Austin from the future here. Turns out all my spray booth footage has been corrupted, but no worries. I'll build a simulator. You won't even know the difference. Bye now. Well, that's a little larger than I wanted it to be, actually. But I think we can make it work anyways. That's not bad right there. Jimmy's Wrecking Services. So it doesn't look too bad when it's forward a little bit. I kind of like it, actually. I kind of like it. Let's go right on the edge of that door handle just like that. Hell yeah. I like that. Hey, it's going to look good when we two-tone it. Hell yeah, I think that's looking great. It's looking very hotshot truck-like. Didn't expect that big D to overlap the door, but whatevs, man. That's just how it's going to be. Sweet. So we're going to give that a little bit of time to dry. That doesn't look like much now, but this is really going to help us out later when I put the decals on. It's going to make the parts that are see-through kind of silvery, so should look like a real headlight, honestly. So I've been back and forth to the spray booth here doing some details. It doesn't look like much, but our toolboxes and our fuel tank and steps are now kind of an aluminum color. Probably won't get the total effect until this is clear coated, because then this pewter is really going to take off and be glossy. So that's looking real good right there. So I was just going to tape off these stairs and this last little toolbox and get those touched up and painted. And then I could see about putting some decals on these headlights and maybe clear coating this thing and getting it drying, because that's going to be important today. Do 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 do. Family reunion. It does look pretty good though. I mean, it looks pretty real. Bleep, 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 bleep. Sweet. I think that is going to be okay. Don't worry about these little scratches. The grill goes right there, so that is totally fine. So this side's looking nice and fresh. This side's looking nice and fresh. So we're going to let these headlights dry for a little bit. Something like that. Just so we don't get too crazy. The rest of that could get clear coated just fine. Got these little taillights masked off. I'm going to go give them a spray. You can see they're already silver. So maybe if I put a little red candy on them, which I think I might, they will be very flashy. Hit those a little bit of blood red. They're going to look real nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and clear coat the rest of this thing. Okay, so I'll be back. So I got the body drying right now. And I took the opportunity to put a little silver stripe on the side of our deck here. You know, the reflective tape that goes down the side of decks and trailers and things. As you can see, I got an area marked off. It's almost the same color, but that's going to be the silver part of our tape, so I just got to do the red, which will be real easy. That should work. I'll do 2 tape wide. And just eyeball in between. Alright, now I can spray this with a red candy, and then when I peel these off, we'll have silver red, silver red, silver red. As soon as I turned off the camera, I thought, you know what? 2 tape widths is too much, so I went with 1. That's going to look real good. Boop. Beautiful. It's going to be scary snapping in this windshield again, because this thing like clicks into place. I just picture a big flake of paint going flying. Could happen, man. Could happen. Dude. Man, that's looking sharp. We're just waiting on the cab, man. I got our rims painted. Where's our cab? I'll go check on it. I got the glass in with no problems. Hell yeah. I'm going to do an assembly and let's roll this bad boy out. Pimp. Let me move my car. It's so stupid. There you go, you guys. That's Jimmy's wrecking deck truck. I think it looks great. What do you guys think? So much better than that yellow banana we started with. The old International Durastars never looked so good, in my opinion. Hell yeah. I really like this thing. I'm looking forward to using it for many intros. I'm going to try make up for Friday's video this week. Maybe I'll do a clear coat video or something on Thursday, and then another car video on Friday. So, bonus video this week, hopefully. Leave a like if you like Diecast, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.